Hello, Radiant Soul. Michele here. Back with another pick a card. If you happen to be new, welcome. And those of you that have been traveling with me for a while on the soul path here, it's always wonderful to connect with you. I appreciate each and every one of you allowing me to share my gifts and connect with you through this amazing heart connecting and soul aligning community. For this reading, we're going to look at the immediate future. I'm going to also be connecting into the directions of the higher self. That's the message that came through for me on my meditation this morning about this reading. I'm really excited about this reading, I got to tell you, because there seems to be a lot coming to fruition. So, also, if you are new, I do read in soul stories, so trust your intuition on each stack or group. You may find more than one message in different stacks or piles, however you want to, call it. You're the broadcaster, you're the transmitter, you're transmitting your, wanting a confirmation or reading or insights directed by your very own higher self. So if you are guided here, you're either in the process of what is happening already, it's manifesting for you, it's coming into being for you, or about to, or it is part of your dream, your vision, your goal, your mission, whatever the reason is that you were drawn to this reading. If you perceive in your life that what is in the reading isn't showing up yet, pay attention perhaps to any of the guidance messages if they do come through. And also know that it is in your potential, no matter what your circumstances, it is in your potential if you are drawn to this reading. As always, I'm going to do a tune-in on an alignment and attunement meditation. Then I will get to the individual soul stories. Let's get a closer look at the cards now. The first soul story, you have the Maiden. And I always say, look, the name on the card may or may not apply. Just trust your intuition. And you have green aventurine. And again, may or may not apply. For soul story number 2, you have the gem. Soul story number 2, this is hematoid quartz. Soul story number 3 is Agape. And you've got blue apatite, which kind of looks like turquoise, but it's not. Soul story number 4, you have the Lover. I guess with the Swan, and you have lepidolite. All right, trust your intuition, your own inner guidance. Choose the card. Cards are crystals that most resonate for you. And know that you are co-creator of your life. Soul story number 1, soul story number 2, soul story number 3, soul story number 4. You can get a closer look if you want to pause the video or screenshot it. Many of you probably already got the hit of which was the right stone or card or cards for you. I am going to do a tune-in meditation here. If you're joining me, great. If not, I will see you in the readings. Radiant Soul, take this time for yourself to connect in. Bring your awareness into the heart-lung area of your body and focus within. Feel the connection to the earth and all of life through the heart. As you connect into your own inner knowing, you're receiving the messages that are divinely guided for you at this time. You are guided here by your very own inner guidance, by your higher self, through the direction of your soul, for your soul's experience and expression here on earth. Eyes open or eyes closed. Take a deeper breath within. Breathing into the space above the crown chakra. Connecting in through your higher self. Aligning to your soul, to higher vibrational consciousness. Aligning into the higher heart energy and cosmic consciousness. As you breathe out, feel this consciousness as you, through your body, inside your body, around your body, expressing as you. Take a deeper breath in. Allow your in-breath to be a little longer than the out-breath. Pause as you align to the frequency, energy, and resonance of your higher self. Feel this vibration in your body, mind, as you breathe out. Drawing your awareness to the Earth Star Chakra, deep beneath the root chakra, through the chakras at the soles of your feet. Feel your connection to the earth. It is safe to express and experience on this earth plane. In your own pace and rhythm, the next breath in, breathing in up through the higher self, connecting to your soul star chakra. See and feel the radiant light that you are. As you breathe out, radiating your energy, love, light, and wisdom through the heart chakra. Breathing in, drawing in love, light, and wisdom from the universe back to you, through you. When you're ready, pick the cards or crystals that most resonate for you. Hello, love. Great to connect with you. If you chose soul story number 1, this is your reading. You've got the Maiden here. And I don't know if you can see, but it looks like pregnancy there. Yeah, there is a birth and a flowering that is happening for you at this time with the Maiden. You're on a voyage. And this is telling me, even though if you have a lot of wisdom or you're older, doesn't matter, there's something new about what you're embarking on. Your higher self is leading you to birth or create something new, a new flowering, a new aspect of you. For many of you, this is going to be a new level in an area of your life that is very important to you. And it is being guided by spirit. Now, 7 energy, I am getting effort. I am getting that you've been working on this, whatever it is that you're doing, you've been working on it for a while. Some of you, this is a launch. This is a creative project. Some of you, this is a new relationship. Some of you, literally, this is also a physical birth. Your higher self wants you to know that this is a very fertile time for you, that there is a lot of possibilities. Some area of your life is increasing. For many of you, it will be financial. Some of you, it could be health, a new direction or new level in your health or wellness. There is something stabilizing in your life enough that you can have a birth. Some of you, I just heard recreating. You're recreating something. Is it recreating yourself? Recreating an image, an idea? There's some recreation. There's something that you perhaps are even redoing or renewing. You're also entering into a time that there's going to be much more fulfillment in your career. Now, for some of you, you're just now embarking on this. Some of you, this is just a confirmation that you're on the right track, you're on the right path, on your soul path, and you're actually on the right track or right trail on your path. Okay, a lot of you have an idea already of what your path is about and what you're meant to do, what you want to do. And this new trail or new avenue that's starting to open up to you is the right one. It is right for you. Now, what you want to make sure also, what I'm hearing to tell you, is that you want to make sure that, I just heard, you're not giving your energy away. That you're really focused on where the growth is right now. Yes, you may have to tend to certain things that you've already done, or there's a foundation, but there is something new, newly emerging in your life, perhaps newly emerging within you as an aspect of self. Some of you, this is something external that I'm almost getting like Four of Cups, like there's some opening. For some of you, maybe it's a launch. It could be something very creative. Some of you are choosing to live not just more creatively, but with more self-expression within your life. You're wanting to create more or do something more fulfilling, and this is the beginning of it. There's a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential and opportunity in this energy, in your energy field right now. Spirit wants you to focus on potential and opportunity. You are being guided. It's very interesting because my carnelian flame did not want to be held back. It's like, I want to be up front. So what is that? Is there something about you that wants to be up front? Aventurine, very lucky. There's going to be lucky breaks. The heart is it. What are you yearning for or wanting? This is about being prepared for the lucky opportunities that are coming in your life. This next level of growth is bringing you more opportunity. So for some of you, you might feel like, oh, I haven't had the opportunities that I wanted. It's taken too long, or something has been blocked. What I am hearing is that there are going to be more opportunities coming up for you in your life. Okay, let's see. What is this wanting to come in? Oh, Six of Pentacles. I just keep hearing it's not without the work. And look at this green. I'm looking at this aventurine. It can do with matters of the heart, but I really get with you in your immediate future, what you're being aligned to by your very own higher self is some area of your life is going to have a level of renewal, or is going to start blossoming again or flowering again. Or if you felt there was like a drought, or I almost see like a garden that's been, needed watering, and it's, the leaves and stuff are kind of, brownish. It's not dead. You're not dead. That's what Spirit's like. You're not dead. And your higher self wants you to know that too. Look at that. There's a lot happening. Look at on the bottom here. So look at the leaves, the Knight of Pentacles, or King of Pentacles. I almost want to say Knight because I feel like it's taken a long time. Again, this growth that has come from you listening to your own intuition, or working your magic with what you have. Got the Strength card here. Leo energy. And I do feel this is a very strong balance between your inner masculine and inner feminine, which means that you're pacing yourself with whatever it is that you're doing, or whatever you're creating or manifesting. And then you've got the Two of Wands. Okay, let's get the cards out here. Divine wisdom. Perfect. And then we've got the King of Cups. And I'm going to take this next card that's coming out because it's the Ace of Pentacles. But look at the Hand of Fate there. You've got the Eye of Horus. So make no mistake, soul story number one, this is not coming just because of hard work. There's something about your spiritual connection. You're using your wisdom, maybe your wisdom from what's happened in the past, what you've experienced in your past, learning lessons. Some of you could be working with a coach or somebody that's helping you. I'm going to do a little clarifying. We're doing a little something different here, because what I'm getting with this reading, that this is it's very much spirit. Yes, in this, it's a spirit realm, but it's how is things manifesting? What is your divine guidance of your higher self, which is you, guiding you to? Some of you, this is also using your wisdom in some way in your life, in a particular situation. Perhaps you didn't think, oh, what does this have to do with spirit or spirituality? But what I'm hearing is a lot of you, what you need to do or what you're learning or the answer to your problem or situation is very much going to be helped or healed by taking the spiritual root or spiritual understanding and anchoring it with that King of Pentacles and the King of Cups, anchoring your spiritual understanding in with the material. How do you integrate more of the spirit or spiritual understanding into the material? That's what's bringing your success. Now, some of you, this could be a spiritual-based business or a business based on the occult, astrology, numerology, healing, obviously a spiritually based business or business that integrates the soul into what you're doing. So if you're doing that, that is aligning more to your soul or the fullness of you, and that is bringing this next level of abundance, this Ace of Pentacles. So something that you're doing is about to not just launch, but to get funded or founded. There's a foundation. So it's about to become real. It's about to become manifested. Some idea that you've had. Some of you are working with a person. There could be two of you. Now, some of you, this could be, we've got Leo here. That could be a Leo. But I feel like for some of you, it could be that there's somebody that's doing more of the maybe business or earthed stuff to help you manifest. And maybe you're doing more of the spiritual, or they are. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And then we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So it's your vision and what's working is coming from the divine, is coming from some kind of dream, goal, vision, something that you're wanting to put into physical form or have manifest, or something that you're creating is finally starting to take form or is going to pay off. There's going to be a payoff, a payout. The Ace of Pentacles is one of the best cards for manifesting something, anchoring it, because it means that something is at the beginning stages of anchoring, or it is at a stage where you're starting to get some kind of payoff, payout, right? With the Six of Pentacles, it's very much the work that you have put in. There is starting to be some kind of payoff or payout. Oh, look at this, Six of Swords. An Ace of Swords. Now, this isn't the end, the higher self is saying. There are other ideas, there are other things to do. But some of you, you're masters at this. Some of you are learning this, how to create or manifest, whether it's a business, a goal, a dream, whether it's entrepreneurial, it doesn't matter. There's something that you're learning. Now, because you've had, wow, look at this. Because you've had the strength, and I just said this, because you're learning. Now, why is that important, what I'm saying? Is because the message, I'm just reaching over to get the card that fell on the floor. Because the message that I'm getting, ooh, should I have picked that up? Five of Swords. Some of you are having to heal wounds of creating or playing with the other, being with the other. So it may have been slow going for you. It's because some of you haven't been able yet to find the right partner, but it's coming, because look at right in a row after that Five of Swords, you've got Justice. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Leo energy, Leo. Okay. Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Judgment. Lighter than divine wisdom. Yeah, it's time for you to learn to share what you know. And I just heard it, make money at it. A lot of you have been sitting on something maybe, or it's taken longer to put it in form. Okay, I'm being asked to look at this. By taking the root, it might have taken longer, but you're now going to start seeing the payoff. Okay, this water element to me says to be in touch also with your emotions, but also your intuition, and some of you, your psychic self or psychic ability. Because these are two male cards I'm getting here, or the archetype of the male energy, or masculine energy, I should say, it is about going out into the world. Some of you, that guidance comes from understanding that you're being guided by your higher self, or trusting the intuition, trusting the inner knowing. I just heard trust the vibes in a particular situation. So it's time for you to give something up. There's something that you're giving up in your past. It doesn't serve anymore. Some of you, it might even just be a belief that you're done with something. You're done with a certain way of believing, thinking, understanding life or a situation. It's this done. Now, you could have gone through a lot of healing. It shows that you're handling the energy really well. You have the Two of Wands here. But it's also saying, whatever it is, whether it's a business relationship, a creative relationship, collaborative relationship, any kind of partnership right now, it's really important. Six of Pentacles, Justice, and Two of Wands that are separated out here, but very rooted, is that you maintain your individuality, your uniqueness, your own path, your own understanding. This is not about collapsing into a relationship or a job or a career. It's really about you connecting in with different aspects of parts of your life so that you can have the understanding of what works, and also what particular cycle that you're in, or what's the particular focus in the cycle, so that you are staying on top, and even when you perceive that you're on the bottom, you don't get stuck and lured back in, sucked into a Five of Swords energy. I just heard it's time to give up old ways. Some of you heard it's time to give up childish ways. Some of you, it's like it's time to just feel the fear and do it anyway, or the doubt and do it anyway. You have guardrails here, so you're not going to get, I just heard it, the sinkhole. You have guardrails. You are protected. So if you can understand that and honor that you are protected, that you're taking, and that you have the wisdom to take care of yourself. In other words, no, it's not going to happen like it did before. You know what I mean? Whatever that bad situation was, or negative situation, whatever. Okay, look at that. Because the 10th house. This is about your own inner authority, dominion of self, Two of Wands, self-mastery, divine wisdom. Could call it the Hierophant, but this is the area of connecting to your own higher self for your own inner wisdom. You're not sliding back. A lot of you have a fear of something's going to happen again, or you're going to slide back. Cross-pollinate, Gemini energy. I knew there was Capricorn energy. It's coming in through the 10th house. So many of you, this has to do with career, a change in career, change in the way you make money, a new revenue stream or new way of earning income or making money. For some of you, this is definitely through some gift or talent, and could turn into passive and structure. Yeah, you're creating a new structure. Now, this was reversed. So what I get with the energy of this is that your structures are paying off. There's something that's going to be birthed through the structure. Okay, you have the foundation now. Now it's time to build upon the foundation. Now it's time to look and see, where are things growing? Something is growing. Something's emerging. Something's about to be given to you. Something's about to pay off. It could be anything. Some of you, it is the body. With Saturn there, you had to work on your body, or health, or wellness, or fitness. It could be injuries. Could be a previous condition or illness that you've been working on, especially with the King of Cups there, which is the healer or the doctor. Mental, emotional, but also physical healing. And so there's a soul story number 1. There's a chapter that's opening up, a new chapter. There's something new opening up for you that's going to create some new birth that puts you in a new direction. That's the biggest message I'm getting. All right, let's get a rune card. So how do you support that? By connecting into your own inner authority. And there we go, trust and partnership. So something is ending. Maybe for some of you it's doing stuff on your own. Again, justice, to me, Six of Pentacles and Libra energy here, the Justice card is telling me that this also has to do with some kind of partnership. Maybe it's a better partnership or better partnerships. For some of you, it could be partnership with the divine. Some of you, it is understanding of the partnership with your higher self, spirit, the universe. It's basically saying, look, you're not doing this alone or on your own. Who's saying it to? The ego, to the human you, to the ego. There is this partnership of the divine and what's being manifested. This part of you that sees the bigger picture. Look at that, by that rainbow, and is manifesting or anchoring that bigger picture. Okay. And then we have growth, creativity or knowledge, Kinaz, opening. This can also be on one level, if this could be positive movement in a particular relationship for some of you. Okay, this could be, and it's saying surrender. Abandonner. So you don't really have to push at this moment. Everything is in flow. Everything is aligned. You don't have to push. And in fact, if you're pushing, then something's off. Surrender to where you're going. Surrender to the structure that you created. This is about creative partnerships for some of you. Some of you, this could be a new potential in a particular relationship. Whether personal, collaborative, collegial, or, romantic, your person. There's something new emerging. There are new developments of what I'm hearing. So this is about developing more within a particular relationship, more happening. Yeah, this is, let's look at this here. There are new areas of growth. So you're going to notice in your immediate growth, you're going to notice areas in your life where something is growing. And whatever is growing, it's getting things moving in the direction that you want to go in. All right, so let's get a message from the Astro Dice here. That's grade number 1. Oh yeah, remember I said do not collapse into relationship or, sink in, keep your stuff going. You've got the Sun here. And Taurus in the first house. So that's persist beyond what is going on. Sun and Taurus is a lot about your own goals and values, valuing yourself. First house, again, could have to do with the body or how you perceive yourself or the world or how others perceive you. Some of you, again, there's some kind of not only up-leveling but recreating. Maybe you're, renewing yourself, reinventing, or you want people to see you in a different light, a different way. Some of you, or this is with the cross-pollinate with Gemini. For some of you, this is about actually opening up to more in your life, whatever that means. Is it more attention, affection, love? Is it, whatever it is for you, and for some of you, this is something in career. You're wanting more, and because you desire more, and you're connecting to the desire body, and you've put the time in, you have the structure there. Some of you are just saying, hey, is it going to happen? Yes. Whatever that more is, that increase for you. Some of you, it's influence. Some of you, it's financial. Some of you, it's material. Some of you, you would maybe say it's abundance. Some of you might say it's wellness. Some of you might say it's love. However you're terming this, this is the time, and seize the moment and understand that you have the foundation. Some of you are still working on that foundation, but the foundation that you've worked on is what is helping to draw in the increase and draw in the luck. Look at all this light green energy of the aventurine. So some of you may say, oh my God, I put in so much time and energy, focus, money, whatever it is that you've been putting in. You're about to get the payoff or the payout or the result. And it's going to be grounded, whatever you're launching, whatever you're creating, whatever you're envisioning and putting out in the world. And some of you are going to say, oh, it's lucky. Now, you are going to be on a lucky streak. I just want you to know that. You're going to be in a lucky streak. So if you want to align more to this reading, what about putting in the 4-leaf clover for luck? Flowers also, I think, are workable. And I keep hearing even the spiral, which to me is the spiral of the soul. Because for some of you, these changes have to do not only with your destiny, with judgment in 10th house, it's your destiny. But some of you, it's also your career path, especially if you're entrepreneurial. Your Soul Insights mantra is, I am divinely guided by my higher self. I follow through on the openings and create my own luck. Ooh, yeah. That's something Spirit wants you to know. This is not just, oh, luck just happened. You've been creating your own luck by your persistence, your consistent effort, by what you've been doing in the material plane, the earth plane, the quote-unquote real world, whatever you want to call it, earth plane, business, whatever it is, you're creating the luck, the synchronicities, and what is now positively aligning for you. Still more work to be done. You're on the right track and path. Some of you, it's going to be working through this doubt or any confusion and just stepping through or walking through. All right, soul light, lots of love and light to you, and I'll see you in another reading. Hello, Radiant Soul. Great to connect with you. All right, if you chose soul story number 2, you've got the gem. You are a gem. There's a gem inside you. I was really curious about this reading because you've got the hematoid. I just heard something's about to be cracked open or opened here. Hematoid releases a lot of stress, tension, negativity. It's similar to obsidian, where it draws in negative energy and transmute it. Let's just say energy that's too distorting, because it really is negative is the feminine principle, the void, the opening. It's magnetic energy. It's yin. So I feel like for you, you've been in perhaps some kind of transmutation process where you're getting clearer, maybe on your dreams, your goals, your desires, or what you want, or something. Or some of you are finally deciding, I am going to do this. I am going to move forward on this. I am going to create this. Some of you, there's a lot of work on the, let's put that there. Can you see that? Yeah, there's a lot of work on the physical plane within how you do something or how you create something or how you manifest something. Some of you, it's how you live your life. Some of you, it's your focus. Some of you, what I'm hearing, this has to do with how you play. Now that's interesting. How you play. Let's put that there. What does that mean to you? How you play in the world. A lot of work on the self-esteem, self-confidence. The higher self is saying, dig deeper, go deeper, go deeper. Those of you that are wanting to create something or manifest something, or maybe you're wanting to write a book or do something creatively, I'm really getting like a creative energy. You have to dig deeper. You might be hitting it. You're almost got it. You're almost on track, but not yet. Okay? There's something just a little bit off resonance. Okay. Yeah, 8 of Swords. Look at that. An Ace of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Let's look at Tower. Some of you are going to be working with someone else. Wow. Okay, let's look at all these. So you've got the 8 of Swords. Remember I said something is a little off. I'm going to see that. Are you holding yourself back or what? What is it? Let me look and see. 8 of Swords. But then we move into the 2 of Cups. Now, this is this particular message I'm getting for someone before I lay anything out. It came very strongly, so you must have been asking about this, praying about this or something. Do I leave or do I go? Do I stay or do I go? Do I leave? Do I go? Do I leave? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? Do I leave? Okay. Some of you are caught in some kind of circumstance or situation. Some of you, it is a relationship and you maybe are wanting out and you're wondering, is this the time? Now, what I'm hearing to tell you is focus on your own consciousness. Obviously, if it's something abusive or not healthy for you mentally or emotionally or physically, then obviously find a way to move on. For some of you, you're putting a lot on the relationship and it has to do more with you at this point. And if this person grows or there's enough shifting, whether on both of your sides or this person's side, then you will know what to do. So I'm hearing there's more work for you to do. Some of you may feel very locked in a particular situation or circumstance, whether it's, I'm getting for some of you that it's financial and others of you it's emotional. We've got the Ace of Cups. And then we move into the 3 of Pentacles. I just heard I can't get out. I can't do the job. I can't get out yet. Okay, so some of you, look, if you are in a job or some kind of circumstance, maybe where you're not feeling as fulfilled or the money isn't what you want or you need more money or want more money to do more of what you want to do, work within circumstances. That's what the gem is all about. It's about digging deep. It's about not paying attention to all this, but focusing on what is that one thing you can focus on? What is that one goal or that dream, that desire? What is the one thing that brings everything together? Or what is the one thing that you can do? So some of you may not be able to complete all of this picture yet. Maybe you can only, work on finance or work on material, or maybe I always say maybe you want to create paintings that are 20 feet by 20 feet, right? But your place is small. Then you may have to scale down, or you have to rent a studio, or maybe you rent it with a friend, or maybe there's a artist co-op or a place where you can do bigger scaled paintings, or maybe you do it in your backyard, or maybe your neighbor's backyard, or your family's backyard, or your mom and dad, your parents' back. You know what I'm saying? This is about finding the way. And look what it does. It aligns you. The 9 of Cups is about alignment. It's about our own sustainability on an emotional level, the ability to go through trials and tribulations and get through it, to have a win, and to appreciate that win, even more than gratitude, to appreciate what we've done or where we are. It is like a lot of times people say, okay, yeah, the 9 of Cups, similar to the 9 of Pentacles, maybe the person is on their own. But it is a gain that you're able to fulfill more of your needs, goals, dreams, wishes. What you need to do, you are fulfilling it. You are doing it. That doesn't mean you're not in partnership or any relationship or you don't have a family. It just means that you're able to sustain your own happiness and generate your own happiness and fulfillment. And you are doing this, many of you, within circumstances that perhaps you might perceive, or maybe even someone else might perceive, as limited. So this is a lot about the near future, growing beyond your limitations, and that moves you into the Tower. Mars energy, which gets the ball rolling, gets you going, gets you rolling. So that Tower, let's look on the back of what is going to be at that Tower. Is a release of the restriction. This could come from an outer circumstance. This could come from another person because you have 2 of Cups there. This could come from someone helping you. Look at that Ace of Swords. So I want to say that this Tower moment is more psychological, or it could be an opening or an opportunity from a friend, a family member, someone that you value and trust, maybe a work associate, a partner, that's going to allow you to go in a new direction. Page of Cups. Yes, something is being offered from someone. Okay, let's put this here. Ace of Swords. So if you go from the 8 of Swords to the Ace of Swords, either someone gives you a good idea, an opportunity that you have to move through on, that gets you in a new direction that is much more fulfilling, or adds a more fulfilling dimension to what you're doing in your life. And then we move to the 3 of Pentacles, right underneath the Ace of Cups. 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, underneath the 3 of Pentacles. So you've got the 3 of Cups. So this is about connecting with others. For some of you, this is more of your soul group or soul tribe. Some of you, this could be some kind of group collaboration. It could be something online, whether in, collaborating online or in person. But this is going to bring not only a level of emotional fulfillment and a fulfillment of like, job well done, or look what I did, or how I feel like Houdini energy. A lot of you are getting out of something that seems very constrictive, and it's going to pay off. And there you are here, Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to take 2 more, 2 of Pentacles. And then that Tower moment, I really wanted to know about that Tower. And I said Houdini, so we got to take this. The Chariot. So what happens here, Soul Light? What happens? This new direction, opening, or opportunity moves you forward. There still is some focus on the past or having to balance. But Chariot, there is a move. Now, some of you, this could be whatever it is, for some of you, this is the finance to move. And remember I said you're going to feel like Houdini. I got Houdini. There's the Magician. So what is the Magician? An alchemist, but the magician, a true magician, is able to take the less ideal and make it more and more ideal. Okay? So what does that mean? Okay, that means like, if you want something and you don't have the funds for, let's say, the high end, maybe you make it. Maybe there's something you wanted to create. And some of you are going to be drawing in either people that help you do more of what it is you want to do, or some of you, the people that you're working with, there's a shift that's happening where you all are alchemizing to become more magnetic, which tells me a lot of you have been putting a lot out into the world, and now you're drawing it in, or you're finding the balance of effort, having that great idea. What are the steps to do to create it or manifest it? I feel like this group, a lot of you are taking your soul gifts, your talents, your abilities, what you've learned, what you've trained in. I just heard initiated and apprentice. You're starting to make that. You're using that. Some of you are using what you know about manifestation and follow through, because we don't have manifestation without some level of persistent effort or perseverance. That is the 5 of Wands. And we connect more with the Magician energy through that 5 energy of change and instability. When things are not stable, there's chaos, but we use that for creating. We connect in through that by understanding that the magician works with what is the material that's there. We call it in alchemy the prima materia or materica. Okay, the prime material, the prima material. So la primavera, that the prime, whatever you have, whatever's existing within you in your circumstances. And that is also that transformative energy with this snake here. That is also working with abundance. That's the way to increase, right? You want to save money. People put it in savings and it accrues. If you put in more money than you take out, your savings builds. People do this with the stock market, right? They put in a certain amount, it gets to a certain level, they keep the principal maybe in, or they take the principal out, and then they use a certain amount. Doesn't matter, it's all about energy. And so there's something accruing in your life now. There's something that's building that is giving you a good idea. So I'm seeing, perhaps for some of you, this could be a move in a new direction in your life. Some of you, this is an actual move that you're preparing for. Your higher self is directing you towards the people, the situations, circumstances, for some of you, new job, career direction, that's going to allow you to have the money and the resources to do this move. Some of you are going to wonder, how the heck did I do this? Some of you, this is you are being placed in the right position for that soulmate relationship that you have been wanting, craving, envisioning. And it's going to come through some group connection, whether in person or online. But also I'm hearing, use the resources that you have. Spirit puts the resources, or God puts the resources through our circumstances and through other people. So there's something you're aligning to that is representing the higher vibrational frequency of you, the higher vision. It's more of what you want to do. But it's causing you to have to focus. So one of the messages I'm getting from the higher self is you need to focus more on what it is that you want. Because look at this, out of this Eight of Swords, so this restriction or constriction that you feel is happening right now, or you're experiencing right now, is exactly what's needed for your, next level, or to meet that person. Or again, sometimes when we look back and we're like, oh God, that was such a horrible place I lived, or it was so big or small, or I didn't have enough furniture for it, or I lived in this little studio, or whatever it is, right? Or that job, oh my God, I wished I could have quit sooner. But that was the place that you met your person. Or that was the place where you were able to accrue enough money to do what it is that you want to do. Or that was the place that had the insurance so you could do whatever you wanted to do, right? Or that was the place that gave you the training so you could get that better job. So you are being guided and directed by your higher self. Okay, so we've got Cancerian energy here, and we have Virgo here, and Gemini, Virgo energy also. So what's pushing you is the urge, or divine fulfillment, is inspiration, is pushing you. Some of you, you're going to get, in the next couple of weeks, you're going to get a little jolt of something, either more income, another revenue stream, income, some kind of emotional fulfillment. I almost want to say leg up, but that's not what they're telling me. Hold on. It's something that's going to put the perspective in your life. You're going to have a new perspective. Now, some of you just wake up and you have this. Maybe some of you have been journaling. Some of you, it's something that comes through. Hold on. Here's the message. Oh, the restriction is lessening. So you're going to have a relief. Some of you, this is financial relief. Sigh of relief. That gets you thinking in a new that gets you to do something differently, or thinking in a new direction. Okay, let me see what else. Okay, these cards are going the wrong way, but let's see what's happening. They're kind of all messed up. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's see. Wow, Pluto. What did I see? Rebirth. Wow. Okay, one came through. Opposition, confrontation. Well, that's the restriction. You're trying to fight your circumstances. You're trying to fight where you are. Your higher self doesn't want the confrontation, transits. Yeah, you are where you are. What can I tell you? We all have this happen. You are where you are. You are where you're meant to be. And then Pluto, rebirth. Now, Pluto brings transformative change. So again, you've got some kind of level of change or transformation. A lot of you, this is going to come in either with a financial idea or something that you're going to be able to do or apply yourself onto the earth plane, the material plane. It goes from the idea of something into something like a plan, an action plan where you follow through. That is, for many of you, is going to bring a next level financially. Okay, or you have the money for what it is that you want to do or buy, whether it's for the office, whether it's for the home or a new home, or I just heard a new career. Some of you are having to invest in yourself to go in a new direction. That's that Two of Wands. I just heard St. Pete. I don't know what that's about. Minneapolis. Who's in Minneapolis? Hey, Minneapolis, you're coming through. Pikes Peak. Oregon, Washington, you're coming through. France. Ooh, I'm seeing Canada. A lot of you are moving. You're moving. I just heard cross country. Some of you, I heard international move. I heard you're picking up and moving to a new state. Some of you are moving back. You're moving back home. You're moving back where you were for a particular period of time. Okay, they want me to look at this Two of Cups here. Okay, what sustains you internally is going to sustain you externally. Now, what I hear this means is, in other words, it's not taking a spiritual bypass. That's the other thing I'm hearing. Some of you, you might need to do healing work, inner work, journaling, work with a coach, a therapist, something. You have to become aware of what blocks you. So there is something to do with inner transformation here, and pulling yourself out of sometimes the doldrums or not connecting with your own higher self to get that better idea or great idea or that new direction. This is very much about connecting into or using spirit, your spiritual realm or spiritual connection, that Page of Cups and Three of Cups. Some of you, this could be working more with groups, maybe, I don't know, meditation group, a workshop, I have a Patreon group that's not coming in the channeling. I just thought of that. But maybe it's you starting your own group for some of you. There could be a lot of abundance with you gathering with others. I wouldn't say 4 to 6 months time, there's a shift in what you're doing. Now, is this where you're living? There is a shift that you've been preparing for. So hold the course here. Some of you are transforming your whole world. Some of you are transforming your reality because your world has changed. Some of you want to change your world or how you live. Some of you, this rebirth that's taking place to some degree. No, it's happening internally. I don't even feel that it's an external, like, oh, I'm rebranding or recreating myself. I feel like this is happening very much within you. It's the inner climate. Now, some of you, for you that are looking at job or career change or living in a different place, it's because the world has changed, or your world, your immediate world, your personal world has changed, and you want a new direction. It doesn't fit you. Some of you, there's something that no longer fits you. That's why you're getting this transformation. You've either transformed a lot or in a particular area that now you are moving in a new direction. Yeah, look at that. You go from opposition to symbiosis, the trine, the sextile. So the trine brings ease. The trine, as the triangle, is the strongest geometrical shape or form that we have, right? It's part of the as above is so below, right? It connects us to our light body. It's drawing in and making use of what we have. So you have the Two of Cups here and you have symbiosis. Some of you, this definitely is working in partnership. Partnership being highlighted very soon in the immediate future, which means you're moving into a cycle of transforming your world through those that are in your life now or that are coming in your life. So you're moving from opposition within. And I feel like a lot of you, now this could be opposition externally with your circumstances, with your, I just heard job, or, you've got Eight of Swords. It could be your circumstances you've been fighting, or fighting a person, or fighting the job. Why am I here? Why do I have to do this? Why? But you're moving into some transformation that's happening, a transit. And for some of you, this could even show up as astrologically. It's creating such a shift within, a transmutation, because that's what Pluto does. Before Pluto transformation comes, it's a transmutation. Something changes on the energetic level, which means energy, vibration, and frequency. The changes of that level brings the transformation, which brings you more into ease. This is about getting more agreement with others, agreement with the universe. Things are going to be easing up for you, soul story number 2. Easing up enough, and again, I think it's something that you're doing with this gem. There's something that you're creating or something that you're doing, that you're accessing some kind of internal energy that is having the right effect for you, is what I'm hearing. It's the right effect. How are you being affected? I just heard Norm. How are you being affected? Yeah, achievement, life cycles, transit. See, transits are cycles or life cycles. We have transits like the climate change, seasonal change. So in many ways, you are opening up to being a co-creator. You're helping to facilitate the change that is being directed by your higher self. But because this tells me this is more of maybe an impersonal cycle. Soul story number 1 may have some kind of messages. Yeah, look at this, awakening or a breakthrough. So you are aligning to some kind of breakthrough. Okay, 2 cards fell on the ground. I'm going to pick them up, but I'm only taking one. I'm not going to look at them. Let's see. Those 2 came out. I'm going to take the one on the top. Necessity or need. Your needs will be met. You're going to have more of an awareness of what you actually need. Let's take the other one too. Release and let go. Yeah, there's some little crossover, teeny tiny. Soul story number 1. But I feel the release and let go is, look, you're in this particular cycle. You're in this particular circumstance. And rather than fight it, how do you make the best of it? How do you go with it? How do you use what you have to create, to move forward? And also for some of you, this is the next level of some kind of awakening, a soul awakening, awakening more to your soul, spiritual awakening. Some kind of breakthrough comes through. And for some of you, it's going to be in the fall, in the summer and fall months. So remember, to some degree, a restriction or limitation can be a protection. A no can be a protection. What we procrastinate on sometimes is an intervention from the higher self. A lot of you are getting some kind of intervention from your higher self. But you're understanding what you need. Scale down. So you might be in these circumstances that you perceive as not as unlimited. You might feel that you're limited right now. Work within the limitations to bust through, to create through. You will outgrow your limitations. All right, so let's do soul story number 2. Ooh, see, Saturn, what did I say? Limitations, but Saturn holds the gift back. Some of you, remember I said at the beginning, didn't I say about a relationship? You got 7th house, you're going to have to work. Oh my gosh. Now, Pisces, Moon and also Jupiter energy, but you've got Saturn and Pisces in the 7th house. Now, We know Saturn is transiting Neptune. So there could be that. Wait a minute. What am I saying? Hold on, guys. I'm getting two messages. So we Saturn in Pisces right now. And we have Neptune in Pisces. So that could be relevant for someone. Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. Some of you could be on your Saturn return, first or second one. Hold on a second. There's another message. Woo, your higher self is very strong. Very spiritual, but a lot of you are really being guided. They're by guides, God. There's a fierce faith. You need to rely more on your faith. Some of you have restrictions in relationship that you have to just get through this cycle, and it's going to help you. Some of you feel like someone could be holding you back, or your circumstances are holding you back, but you are being divinely guided. You're being guided by your higher self. Work with the abundance that you have. Yeah, there's some restriction. There's people you're meant to help or work with. Saturn in Pisces, which we have Saturn in Pisces right now, and Neptune in Pisces. Your life is going to free up more, but there's something. This reminds me maybe somebody that has small children and you have to be at home, or you have to budget to have childcare, or you're still in school but there's things you want to do, or you have to pay off school, or you're like, oh my God, I'm in this course or this class, I'm learning, XYZ. There's some restriction or limitation, but within that there's a lot of growth and there's a lot of potential for abundance. Whatever it is that you're wanting to create, there is that potential there. And I'm just hearing you have all that you need within this restriction. You have all that you need right now. And this is about, with Saturn, building upon that. Some of you are going to be very, very busy with customers or clients. This could be in person or online. This could be some kind of online service or something that you're creating, working with someone. Some of you, this is creating a spiritual-based business based on your gifts, but it's taking time, the cycle, to transform your circumstances into what you want. But it is happening. That's the message for you. It is happening. It's all happening. And that, my beautiful, radiant soul, is your Soul Insights mantra. It is all happening. It is all happening now for me. That's it. It is happening. You have to recognize it's happening. Oh, I love you. I get it. I so get it. But wow, this is actually, when you really look at this reading, and I would screenshot it if you feel a connection to it. And those of you that are readers or intuitive and look at it, there is a lot happening here. I could go in so many directions: love, relationship, finance, health. There's a move. You up level in where you live. This could be just different furniture. Oh, I have more money to buy the furniture I want, or I have a bigger house or a bigger apartment, or I live in the city and I am in an apartment, but I changed apartments and now I have a great deck to sit out and drink my tea or my coffee. There is a lot happening here that is so life enhancing, and it's going to be more fun and going to be more abundant, and you're going to be able to be more creative, and you're going to be able to just maximize more of your soul gifts, and your potential is going to be, unfolding. But there is some level of restriction that you're meant to work through. This could be some lesson that you're learning. This could be just circumstances of where you find yourself, whether within, around you, or where you live or how you live. However, if you keep to it, you're not only going to have this awakening and this breakthrough, but some of you are going to see what you really need, and you're going to scale down. You're going to scale back. Wow. All right, Soul Light, let's put some circles or spheres if you're naming and claiming this. Love this, love this. What else are you drawn to? A gem, a diamond, gemstones. Oh my gosh, I just feel so good about you guys. I really do. I know it's not going to be, this isn't like easy peasy. You've still got a lot to go through, but, if trust me, I get a lot of feedback from people. Oh my God, this is happening already. And when I do pick a cards, whether my own or other people's, I use them as help me navigate. And it's like, not only do I believe in them, but I've seen positive results, real results. So trust that intuition, trust where you're being guided. All right, Soul Light, it's happening now, it's happening now, it's happening now for you. Big hug, lots of love. Hello, Radiant Soul. Welcome to your reading. This is Soul Story number 3, and you've got Appetite and Agape. Now, Agape is spiritual love or universal love as opposed to personal. It can include the personal, but it's the recognition that we're part of this amazing web or soul web of consciousness, interlinking. I really feel for you in the immediate future, your higher self is guiding you towards connecting. Are you a connector or networker? If you haven't been doing that, that's what's coming up in your immediate future. There's something aligning you in different parts of your life here. This alignment through the cosmos to humanity. This is a life of service. Light worker, starseed that's a light worker, healer. You could be doing humanitarian work, philanthropic work. You could work for a company somehow that gives back, or you're wanting to give back, or something you do is impacting humanity. Now, for some of you, this is using your own light, your own wisdom in your life, and through that, you're helping to raise the vibrational frequency of humanity. This is a recalibration of humanity, and somehow you are part of that. Definitely this is about being of service, or you're being called into service, some level of service. Some of you are wanting to do more in the world, perhaps to use your gifts, or you're asking, how can I do this in my everyday living or life? How can I do this with my kids? Those of you that are going, I'm getting some of you that are going to school, maybe just graduating, or you're starting to look at, what do I want to do in my life? I want to do something that gives back, that has meaning and purpose. So some of you are embarking on a path, whether, university or college or trade school, or studying something or learning something, that how can I give back? How can I make a difference? This is really about making a difference. So there's something coming through from you, from your guidance of the higher self, that has to do with shining a light in the world, being that light in the world and helping others. So I feel like this is, and what's interesting is I didn't know this until I looked, but appetite has to do with service, being of service, waking up to the bigger picture. Appetite always reminds me of Himalayan turquoise, even though obviously it's not turquoise. So there could be something for you about spiritual practice, or maybe you've been to the Himalayas or you want to go, or maybe you're an ascetic, where you are giving up something for a greater purpose in your life, or moving in a direction where there's greater purpose. There is a lot changing within you to bring a clarification of direction so that you can be more of service in the world. Now, you're either already doing this and wanting to do it more fully, or some of you are awakening that you have a bigger purpose in your life and you're being guided into this purpose. Appetite also has to do with healing of bones. It's good for transmuting any kind of lower vibrational energy, distorted energy, dissonant energy, non-resonating energy. It also puts out an energy of being clear about one's desires, and one being able to get clarity to communicate one's truth. Now, I really feel with Agape, and I didn't know until I read more about Appetite, because it's a new crystal for me, a new vibrational energy that I'm working with. Agape and Appetite, these are so connected, because Appetite has to do with service to humanity. Agape has to do with feeling connected with humanity, but also awakening to humanity, the love of humanity, the binding force. Whether this is through people or through the etheric field, some of you could be doing distance healing or Reiki on people in a particular group, or just maybe into what's going on the earth, the peoples, but this is directly having to do with people. You could be focused on healing earth or helping earth in this birthing process that earth is in, but most of you, it is going to be directly working with people, sending out good vibes, prayers, individual and group meditation to help the world, help the earth, help in some of these wars that are going on, right, which I like to call conflicts, wars. So a lot of you, I've just heard peace providing or working with peace and inner peace, inner peace, peace in the world. But you're also being guided by your higher self to network more. So this could be connect more, to see yourself as part of a network, not that you're alone, or even if you're in a group, that your small group is the only group, but that you are part of a greater whole. Wow, you have some big shifts coming up. Ooh, just as I said that, Ace of Wands, look at that. Wow, and then right after the Ace of Wands, Universe. Yeah, you're building something that helps humanity. Wow, look at that. Love these cards. What are you building? King of Wands. Very spiritual. This is spiritually, well, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Wow. This is a business that is not just legacy, but this is going to impact the world. You're here to impact the world somehow. And I feel like some of you, this is a newly awakening to you, how impactful you can be in the world. Ten of Cups. This is about work, service. This is about the bigger plan, the bigger dream or goal. I have to keep this on because I forget what this is. The bigger dream, the bigger goal of life, the mission, the soul's purpose and mission. Some of you are changing the way that you do your soul's purpose. Something just dropped. I think it was my pyrite that I lost because some of you may notice I have new crystals for my crystal family. And, nope. Okay, hold on. So what's going on? The energy just majorly shifted here. You're going to go through a very happy shift, a shift that brings a lot of joy and fulfillment. I think whatever you're starting to do in the world or, in your life is going to bring a lot more enjoyment, and you're going to be in a circle. I just heard circle of friends. Now, this could be colleagues. These could be people that you say are soulmates or soulmates on a similar mission, but you're greatly being helped in whatever you're doing of service in the world. You're building something, you're creating something. A lot of you, this could have been some kind of inner work that you've been doing, or it's your work in the world. You're going to get your work in the world, what you're meant to do. Some of you are having an awakening to your gifts or an aha moment, or you're inspired. Some of you could have been doing something some of you might have come out of burnout, but you're impassioned again to do Spirit's work. You're impassioned to do your work in the world. You're impassioned to embark on this work that is helping humanity. Some of you, it's creative work. Whatever it is, you're infusing your consciousness into the world and assisting, up-leveling humanity. You're helping to up-level humanity's consciousness by what you are doing in the world, whether it's creatively or some kind of partnership or creative partnership, something that you are creating, something that you're focused on and creating is helping to positively or in a life-enhancing way change humanity, to raise humanity's consciousness, humanity's awareness, to bring more love into the world. And I mean love in the place of moving from just respecting or just tolerating, respecting, into honoring. There's something about sacred honoring. There's some path, a very sacred path that you're taking. Now, some of you are doing this in partnership with someone. or maybe it's more than one partner. A lot of you, I feel this is the perfect blending, what we call in alchemy, the conjunctio, of this divine masculine and divine feminine to create something that helps the world, that enhances the world. And it not only brings you this amazing emotional fulfillment, it helps you find, I just heard your starseed group, it helps you find your starseed group, it helps you find your soul family, your family. You are being aligned to the people and therefore groups that are going to align you to the bigger humanitarian vision that many people are going through at this time. So this is really about the right people, you connecting with the right people. You've got the universe here, right? Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, or Leo, Scorpio, right? You've got that axis, Leo, Aquarius axis, Taurus, Scorpio axis. So there's a new chapter in your life that is based on some kind of purpose. This is all about some kind of purpose. I feel like you're finding your place in the world. Many of you are finding, no matter how big or small or whatever it is that you do, whether it's with one person, 20 people, 200 people, 2,000 people or more, or whether it's a family, I feel like you're finding the higher purpose, the bigger purpose, the divine purpose to what you do. Page of Wands right under the Ace of Wands. So I'm just going to clarify a few of these. Let's see, Page of... So the universe is asking you, the energy of the universe is coming through to put you in this very creative flow. Now, creative flow, it can be creativity, it can be artistic, it can be with the Emperor here, it can be manifesting something, it can be being an entrepreneur or something in business, but it can also be your own inner authority as to what brings you the most fulfillment or happiness in your life, and knowing that you are aligned to that is helping the world, is helping the earth, is helping humanity. Now, for most of you, I definitely feel this has to do with some kind of outer project, career direction. We've got the Hanged One. And you've got Three of Pentacles. I'm not forgetting about that Ten of Pentacles. And then we've got the Ace of Swords. And then we've got here the Seven of Swords. So you've had to wait. Here's the deal. Because you've got the Seven of Pentacles. You've got the Seven of Swords. Those sevens are saying that this is a spiritual transition or transformation. The Ten of Pentacles. So you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool. So I feel like this Pluto and Aquarius energy for you is very telling. And the next 20 years for you is going to be very, very impactful. And you're going to also be impacting some group, some community, humanity. Somehow you're making your dent in the universe, okay? There's a placeholder for whatever it is that you do in the universe. There's a placeholder for your creativity, for your projects. Your projects, your creativity, your focus is positively impacting the world, or it's impacting the world in a very impactful way, influential way. You're assisting humanity through what you do. Now, you're not there yet with that Seven of Swords and Ace of Swords. Your part and Seven of Pentacles, it's taking more work and more focus. But your higher self is divining you like a divining rod, right? Like a pendulum, is bringing you into this next level that brings you Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups, which to me, they're very synonymous, because if you're asking about money, Ten of Pentacles is like, okay, I have abundance, right? All that I need is provided. And Ten of Pentacles is like, okay, all that I need is here, prosperity. So this is abundance and prosperity, but it's in fulfilling work. And you're in a new direction or a new level. And this is partly because you're getting a perspective of your place in the world, in the universe. I feel like some of you could even be astrologers or work with cycles somehow. I'm definitely getting creative projects, launching or putting something into the world that's also helping humanity. So you have a focus on giving back to society or helping a particular part of society or community that ultimately helps all of humanity. So this is really about doing something that makes a difference in the world, that's impacting the world in a very life-enhancing way. There we go. Ninth house, the future. Okay, so you're going towards your future. It has to do with exploration, but it also has to do with something that has to do with getting a new perspective or a spiritual perspective. Perhaps you have a spiritual perspective, or you're gaining a spiritual perspective in the work that you do. Some of you could be spiritual. Whoops, sorry about that. I moved the camera. Some of you could be spiritual teachers. You could be doing some kind of spiritual based business, or teacher or healer or spiritual life coach or therapist or something that works with humanity. Okay, there's something that you're meant to do. And that's your future. Your future, you're focused on the future. So I get a lot of Aquarian energy here. I guess with the universe, because the universe has that Leo Aquarius axis. So it's helping to manifest the bigger dream for humanity, for the next level of arrival. Okay, so to that next level that you're going in and that humanity is going in. So whatever you're doing is key to helping humanity. And with this universe here, it is a new chapter for you, but it's also a new chapter for humanity. So Leo Aquarius axis is saying, what are your soul gifts? What are your gifts? What are your ways of communicating or being you or shining or expressing that can help particular groups, a particular community, a society, to ultimately help humanity? So many of you could do a lot of group work, or you're going to be called to do more group work or work within a particular group or community. Then with the Taurus Scorpio axis, it has a lot to do with manifesting. Midheaven. Oh, I don't believe this. Look at this. The next card is community. So either you have a lot of, if we're looking more mundane, you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, or maybe Leo, and it's like, well, how do I use my gifts? How do I use what I do? Or I'm going to study something that helps humanity, or I'm going to work at a business that focuses on helping humanity or giving back. But this is your purpose. And with Emperor here, if this, for those of you, this is about business, your business is helping humanity. There's a beneficial aspect to what you're doing that is spiritually based, or looking at the idealism or the big picture, or looking at the spiritual focus or metaphysical focus of something. You're integrating the metaphysical or the spiritual, or you're integrating the philosophical, the higher mind, the religious. A lot of you could do this, could be, again, spiritually based or have to do with religion, or maybe focusing more on spirituality. Wow. But 11th house there, all about new groups. You're moving in a new direction. A lot of you are going to be in the gathering, what I call the great gathering, or my guides have guided me to this, the oversouls in the spiritual hierarchy that I work with. And hierarchy doesn't mean better or worse. It's just the overarching guiding principle of the earth and universe, of humanity. So you're going to be, part of your path is to connect with others, like-minded individuals, or individuals where you're sharing your gift and they have their gifts. You don't have to all be doing the same thing or have the same exact focus, but it's all going to work together. It's going to all fit together. That's one of the things that your higher self wants you to know, that what you're doing, it's all going to start coming together. And this is reminding me of a great gathering. Some of you could do festivals. You could do, festivals or conferences, or either you're putting them on or you're going to be a part of them. Again, in person or online, it doesn't matter. But whatever you're called to do or focus on in your life at this time is part of the awakening of humanity, or the spiritual understanding, spiritual awakening, healing. Maybe some of you are bringing information, even if it's about money or finance or wellness or the earth. It fits in to helping the collective. You're very much about helping the collective. You're looking at the future. You're helping to create or map out a better map towards a better future, a more life-enhancing future. And you are on your path to destiny. Part of your path, part of your destiny is helping humanity. I just even heard teachers. Some of you could even be teaching or even working with children is what I'm hearing. It could be something about working with children or teaching or at school or homeschooling. But the network, the immediate future is you networking. There's new groups. There's people that are coming in to introduce you to other people. And that's going to inspire you, but it's also going to give you, new focus, new direction. Just as I said, new focus. I don't know if you can see when I'm shuffling, but we got new moon, new beginnings, right under the Fool. So we've got new beginnings there. So I want to say your exploration and following where you're being led, North Node, is putting you in a new direction. So your higher self is saying, pay attention to the signs. You're at a time of new beginnings. This is a time for you to do research, to explore, to look ahead, to think, to look towards the future. Because you are going to be making some kind of change. First house, it has to do with a shift from all this inner work or looking within or research or study. You're changing your perception of the world and how you see the world. Let's see where you're going with this. Totally new beginnings with the Fool, Uranus energy. Pisces, new perspective, releasing, movement, trust, new partnership. Some of you, this could be a move, but this is forward movement. This is movement that allows you to manifest something, and I mean make visible, anchor, something, an idea that's planted and watered and focused on is now beginning to germinate. So, and these seeds are going to be spread. I feel spreading your seed. Spreading this idea, this great idea that you have, this concept, this philosophy, this understanding. You're meeting others and you're spreading the message. All right, let's get another message here for the Astro Dice. You're spreading the message. There's something also going to be revealed to you that helps you know who you need to connect with. And this is perfect. Wow. Libra. Jupiter in Libra in the 7th house, meaningful partnerships. So part of your increase, part of your, I just heard popularity, your popularity is increasing. A part of your increase, part of your abundance, your prosperity is going to be through meaningful partnerships, partnering. Contracts, this could be new contracts, some kind of new position or job or contract work or being contracted to do something that again is helpful. I feel like you're going to maximize what it is that you do. Your message somehow is getting amplified into the world. You're maximizing your energy, your gifts in a way to contribute to the world. I hope that's making sense. All right, so light, take a screenshot of it. This is great. If you want to name it and claim it, align to it, I would say, I don't know why I'm seeing sunflowers, I'm seeing spirals, but whatever you identify with this reading that helps you really anchor into this vibrational frequency, resonance, and energy of this reading, name it and claim it because you are on the trajectory of your destiny. The North Node, this is the way to go. Many of you, what's happening is there's going to be, like the Fool, there's going to be a conjunction in your life, a conjunction. And maybe this is through astrology, but there's going to be a conjunction in your life where you meet your destiny. All right, soul lights. Oh, gosh, your soul insights mantra is, I'm on my path to destiny, and I trust my soul's unfolding in abundance, love, and prosperity. Yes. Okay, have a beautiful, beautiful week, days, months. Whenever I connect with you, I look forward to it again. Bye. Hello, Radiant Soul. Great to connect with you. If you chose Soul Story number 4, this is your reading. You've got the Lover. Okay, let's see. Wow. When I saw this card, I got grace. I felt grace and gracefulness. And I really felt the energy, not just of the 7th chakra, but the 10, which 10 and 11 chakras or dimensions also has to do with the magenta ray of light. There's something growing in your life that is connecting you to a higher vibrational aspect of you. I feel like a lot of your changes I can't even really articulate. I feel like I'm going to be stumbling over my words somehow. That I feel that there's a lot of shifting going on within you that is vibrational, that has to do with energy and frequency. And I feel like you're emerging in a different way from this change. Now, a lot of you could be on your own or solo kind of at this time. I don't know why I'm hearing solo. You're writing solo. You're traveling solo. I just heard that's about to change. But I also feel like, I don't know if I want to say a birth. Let me ask them what they want to say. Let me connect into spirit and your higher self. The guidance of your higher self is saying that you're starting to connect to another aspect of you, and you're riding grace, you're riding the wave, your individual wave, your personal wave and rhythm and flow is connecting in with the divine rhythm and flow. There also are a lot of gifts coming to you. Now, some of you, this is gifts within yourself, gifts of understanding, your personal gifts, your soul gifts. You're able to use your gifts out there in the world more, but I'm also feeling that there's something coming back to you like a pearl. Like you're using either your pearl of knowledge, of wisdom, or your gifts, or there's a high heart chakra activation with you, and then also a 5th chakra, the throat chakra activation. But there are some blessings and gifts. That's what your higher self wants you to know. There are blessings and gifts that are coming to you. Now you've got lepidolite, which clears up actually throat chakra and 6th chakra blockages. So you could be having some, energetic work done on you, either on your own, by yourself, your higher self, your guides, your healing guides, or perhaps working with someone else that's helping you, okay, facilitating. Maybe you're going to a practitioner or something. This also brings in peace and calm. So I really feel like something's shifting in your life, or you either have more faith, you have more peace and calm about a particular situation, about your path. This is definitely connecting in more with the idea of faith, trust, belief, connecting into the higher self, willing to be guided, using your self-expression, your creativity, your ability to problem solve or create, come up with creative solutions. There's a lot that's starting to come into alignment for you. Okay, some of you, I don't know what this is about. There's a fear, don't mess it up, or there's a fear of messing it up. This opening is to not be taken lightly and is to be helped. You're to facilitate this opening or allow this opening. It's a lot of you, it's the opening of the 5th chakra, 6th and upper, 10th chakra, 11th chakra. Now it's interesting, there's some kids, I don't know if you're going to hear them in this reading or the one before. There's some kids playing outside, football or soccer or something. So, play, the spirit of play. Something about you playing more or opening up to play or connecting to the divine play or the cosmic play. There's something, again, about grace, gracefulness. Some of you may have not been drawn to your appearance, or you thought you had to change how you look or how you dressed or something that you did. There's something about a recognition of your own beauty, whether divine beauty or inner beauty, outer beauty, or beauty in what you do. There's a validation and a recognition that's coming from you that is opening you up to connect more into the universal abundance, so the abundance of the universe. Okay, some of you have been a bit closed off, but there's some kind of opening. You're understanding yourself more. So I'm getting this reading is very inner, a lot of inner change that's now beginning to manifest externally. Yeah, look at this, Empress. This is perfect. This is exactly what I'm seeing psychically. So all this inner change, the Empress here, really vibe on that energy. It's like self-pleasure, self-activation, self-understanding, self-love, self-appreciation. You're not waiting for others to do that anymore. It brings you into the Knight of Wands. There's this kind of movement. Okay, let's just see here. King of Pentacles. Just hear juju. Good juju. There's something about juju. A lot of sacral chakra, sacral energy, which, by the way, the red carnelian flame and the red carnelian egg have to do with creativity. Then we've got King of Cups, 8 of Cups. I see what's happening. Your higher self. 5 of Cups. And Justice. Okay, so what's happening here? You're transmuting energy. This 8 of Cups, a new direction. Again, this is inner. You're letting it's your vibe, it's your flow, it's grace. It's somebody called the Holy Ghost or Holy Spirit, which means just wholeness, right? The spirit realm. You're letting yourself be guided at this point. You're very focused. Whatever it is that you've come to this reading about, you're moving forward. You're moving into the future. I'm going to take a couple of more cards and see this because it brings the Knight of Cups. We've got the Queen of Cups, and I'm going to take one more, and it brings in the Wheel of Fortune. Let's take 2 more. Wheel of Fortune, and then I'll clarify those, and the Sun card. Okay, we're going to stop there. Wow. Inner confidence, connecting in with the abundance of the universe. Something is growing, whether inside you, around you. There is new directions on your path. You're coming up to a crossroad. You're coming up to a new path. You might be in 2 minds about it, but this path is actually one path. Okay, Justice, there's 2 here. There's 2 right here, and then this sword. Yeah, there's a new Libra energy. There's something new. You've got Libra here. You've got Libra and Taurus here. Sun, you've got Leo. It's time that things change. I also have to say this because this is coming in psychically. Some of you have 2 people around you. Now, this could be someone you work with and someone you live with. This could be a really good friend and then a lover or significant spouse or your person. Some of you, this is 2 people coming back from your past that want to reconnect with you for some reason. Some of you it's business. Some of you it's a crossover of business personal. Some of you it is 2 people that you dated in the past. One of them I feel could be a marriage partner that's coming back around. Now let me ask why this is happening. Let me get some clarification. Knight of Cups. Because you're seeking a new direction in your life. Oh, look at that. See, Eight of Swords. There's been a lot that's been blocked. That's under the Eight of Cups. Yeah, look at that. Death. But look where we go here. We go to the Star. And I really feel like the Star and this Swan are, I don't know, I'm getting the similar energy to this. I think some of you are stepping, I'm going to put that here, because to me this transformation, this transmutation of energy, this death, rebirth, this Scorpio energy, something's coming to an end. And it brings renewal for you, brings a new direction and renewal. It brings you people around you that get you. So if you have been feeling that things have been stuck or stagnant, and look, we've got Ace of Wands here. If you've been feeling stuck or stagnant, and we have Knight of Wands, so this happens kind of quickly. There's going to be a shift. I get 2 to 3 weeks, 10 days, 2 weeks. Some of you, it could be within the end of next week, but it feels like 2 to 3 week cycle, 10 days, something comes in that pulls you apart, pulls you from something, that gets you in a new direction. Some of you, it's something you put online. Maybe does it go viral? Does somebody else pick it up? Does someone see your work? Some of you, this is a name that's passed on. Maybe for a job, or oh, you should promote this, or you should work with this person, or we're looking to fill this position. Do you want to do this? So the Wheel of Fortune, your fortune is about to change. You're about to have a fortunate turn of events in your life that moves this stuck energy. Now, for some of you, it's because you've been lamenting something or someone in the past. Some of you have been looking at your losses, and now you're cutting your losses and you're moving forward. Yeah, because you got 5 of Cups there. And this is there's nothing you could have done. Let me just say, sometimes my coaching and transpersonal therapy clients, hypnotherapy clients, sometimes they're like, why is this happening now? Or why can't I go forward? Or why can't I do this or that? And I'm like, look, that's life. That's just the soul. The soul has a certain, that's why I think readings are so important. The soul has its own trajectory by the higher self. It's not always going to be what we want to do on an ego level. I hear you. I would pick the easiest, the most abundant, prosper. I would pick, people say, oh no, Michele, you wouldn't want to know everything. Yeah, I would. Yeah, because, I really don't like the hard work, but I accept it. I accept that there's persistence, persistent effort, there's loss, there's up, down. The earth plane is all about contrast, dissonance, resonance. It's contrasting situations, contrasting emotions. There's a duality at play. Now, at the higher vibrational frequencies, and the more that you get into the oneness, yes, there's less to no extreme at one point. In the void, there's no extreme. But that's in that place. But that's not what we're here to play out. So a lot of you have been held back, maybe loss, betrayal, or maybe you've been even hard on yourself. Like, why is this happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? When are things going to change? Or I keep trying to put in the input and it's not changing yet. But some of you, you've had a recent shift, and then it kind of plateaued. But you're about to have another shift. It's like, I feel like you've been having a lot of little shifts, and then you had a bigger shift, and now it's kind of plateaued, but you got a handle on things, and now you're about to have a bigger shift, and things are about to pick up. Now, some of you, this is about dating. Some of you are getting out there in the world. Some of you, this is about job hunting about a certain position or a different job or a different position in a career, or you're putting something together. What this reading is showing me is whatever you're seeking, you end up finding. There's a meeting of the minds here. There's a meeting of the person to the situation, the person to the job position. You know, some of you, this is something creatively on a career level, but it's a lot about connecting with community, like-minded individuals, and some project or projects or form of creativity that for many of you has to do with connecting in intuitively, really trusting your intuition more and your feelings, the vibe about a situation. So a lot of you, your intuition is leading you in this new direction. So some of you are saying, but am I on the right track? Am I on the right path? Yes, absolutely. But you're on the right path, but expect a little jog. Expect a little shift in your path. Now, for some of you, this is something new comes in. This could be an offer. This could be a new relationship. This could be a person that assists you or helps you or gives you some advice. Definitely some of you are seeking advice in your career, or you're researching or watching, you know, what is successful, what is beneficial, you know, what are next steps to do. So there's a lot about next steps with this Wheel of Fortune. For you to go in this new direction, there are steps that you're going to need to take. There are action steps. You know, a lot of times people forget that about in manifesting, you know, law of attraction, which a lot of people focus on. But more importantly than law of attraction is law of resonance. What are you resonating to? And if it's what you want and where you want to go and what you want to do, then you reinforce that. You do more of that. You focus on the resonance. The law of attraction happens naturally. We are always attracting, whether from a wounded level, an ego level, a higher self level, whatever the level, we're always attracting. The key is to understand what you're resonating to. What is the energy, resonance, vibration, and frequency of what it is? Is it what you want? Like if you're getting lower level situations or lower level manifestations, then you have to ask yourself, not focus on, well, magnetic attract, I need to attract it. No, you have to focus on what am I resonating on? So there could be changes that you need to do in your routine or your approach to life. There could be changes. That could be what's sticking this. If you feel stuck, it could be that you need changes. Like, let's say that, and I always use like way out there examples because I don't want people freaking out. But let's just say you're trying to eat healthier. You're trying to get in better health. And maybe you even want to start doing yoga, or you do yoga and you haven't done it for a while. And you're like, oh my God, I keep eating 20, pizzas a day, and, I'm drinking 10 beers a day, and what am I? And then you're like trying to okay, let me do the law of magnetic attraction. I want to attract differently. Well, all you have to do is pause and go, well, what's in my refrigerator? Who am I hanging out with? Oh yeah, I hang out with so-and-so and they drink, 20 cases of beer a day and eat 5 pizzas. Oh, okay. It's not that they're bad. It's not what they're doing is wrong or right. It's like you have a certain goal or vision, and it's like if you have a little doubt or weakness, or you're holding yourself back a little bit, and you attract people that reinforce what you're trying to move away from, right? And again, I gave silly examples because I just don't want to, you guys get it. You get it. You get it. I probably didn't even have to give the example. But I'm feeling for you that some of what you need to do is action steps by what you're receiving from your higher self, or the divine guidance. For some of you, it could be dreams, coming in at dreams at night with this Knight of Cups. It could be certain dreams that you're receiving, visions, insights. It could be messages from people that you don't even know, or something that you see on YouTube or Prime or Netflix, or you read in a book, or you're watching a movie, a film, whatever. That's going to connect you to this light and really free you up. It's like these parts coming together. Whether it's freeing you up from the past, relationships, situations that didn't work out or left you flat, left you disappointed. And you're freeing up. It's like you're freeing up to go to not only go in a new direction, but I feel just freeing up to be receptive to what now wants to come through you, what's now appropriate. What are you drawing in? Some of you are letting go of lower level or lesser relationships, just lower, not as life enhancing, lower vibration, lower frequency, just not as optimal, less life enhancing, less abundance. Some of you are, you're opening up to new possibilities and new offers. But there are steps. You're going to have to go through the steps, but the steps lead I want to say for a lot of you, it's either move you in the direction you're in or there's a new direction. Somehow I think that there's like two paths. When you go on a hike and you're walking and there's two paths or two trails that on the main path. And then you go on these paths and they lead to the same road. Yeah, look at this. Some of you it is relationship, I got to be honest. But Sagittarius, look at that. Saggy, baby. Expansion. Hitting your mark. Something's over. 9th house. And achievement. You're achieving your goals. Whether it's business or just manifesting. And so there is tension right now. That's what I was saying. That 8 of Swords, I feel like, now 8 of Swords, I know, because I've studied tarot a long time. 8 of Swords is not always inner blocks. It can be circumstantial. It could be outer circumstances. Now, could you say in the tippy-toppy of consciousness, did we draw ourselves to that situation? Maybe, but it's also the spirit of play, the spirit of consciousness or play of consciousness. The soul likes, we get into difficulties to get out of them. We play out one extreme of the polarity and another, and then we rebalance it, We play out a lot of freedom and no freedom. We play out busting through, winning, surviving, overcoming challenges. There's all this contrast that we play out. So that's the tension right now in your life, is to move you in a direction of more passion and purpose. And to connect with, for some of you, is to connect in relationship, the lover. This is the tension of opposites. So if you newly are in a relationship or you're having issues in a particular relationship, there's some confrontation or there's some kind of tension. This is because, and the Sun card has to do with higher vibrational relationships of all kinds. So one of the best cards to get for relationship. You're meant to learn something from this person you're with, and they're meant to learn something with you. So the tension of the opposites brings in harmony and balance, which is also lepidolite, by the way, is stress-free, freeing from stress, bringing peace and calm in. So if you are in some of you, it's a three-sided relationship, or there's something, or you've been starting to date someone and there's someone else, or maybe you're wanting to end a relationship, but you're not sure, or maybe the partner wants to end, or you don't want to end, or they don't want to end. Whatever it is you're working out, there is, as you play it out, as you walk through the steps of the process, keep things to process, you come out the other side. Some of you, this tension is within yourself. I really want to go in this direction. I really want to do this. I want more passion in my life, creativity. I want more fun. But you're working through it. That's the message. You're working through it, and there's going to be a breakthrough. Some of you, the breakthrough is a new relationship. It's drawing in someone that is a higher vibrational relationship, higher vibration, higher frequency, higher energy, energetic match. This person's more of a match to you. Some of you, it's working through issues. Some of you, you could be tested to walk away from a particular relationship. And again, this is a general reading, so I'm not saying yes or no. You have to figure this out by what I'm sharing, unless you want a personal reading or therapy session or something like that. But some of you could be walking away from a particular relationship, circumstance, way of living, a job, maybe even a whole new career, and you're a little stuck right now, because I definitely feel this is not circumstantial. I feel like this is mental. This is your doing. And the frustration is you're going to have to take a chance on something, on yourself, a small chance. That's why the blindfold is there. There's certain opportunities maybe you're not seeing, but you're going to. Just by keeping all to process, by you following through, you're going to get through this little rough patch. You're going to go in that little area over here, right? Shambhala. You're going to go in that, I just heard Hawaii. Is there something with Hawaii? So the decisions that you're trying to think through right now, it's going to come from a flash of insight. It's going to come in a dream, a vision, a insight or something. A lot of times what I do when I'm working through stuff and I'm trying to think through things, even what should I do today, or which video should I do now or first, or what should I focus on, this course or class I'm doing, this meeting, or should I do a video, or whatever it is. Should I go to this store? Should I do this? Should I meet with this person? Whatever. I will think about it and then I let it go. Because this to me is being stuck in emotional, mental hell or prison. What it is that you can't do. So what I do is I'll just start walking. I'll go for a walk. I'll do an errand. I get on my bike. I ride somewhere, or I just start walking. If I can't do a long walk or go in, nature, I walk around the block, or I walk around where I can do like just walking and seeing people, doing window shopping. Or if I can't do that, I'll walk around my block once or twice or whatever. Even just once. And then sure enough, when I come back, boom, my answer is there. My hope is there. My healing is there. So hope restored for you, but you're not going to be able to think this through. The thinking is not going to help you in this case. Whether it's about a decision, ask for guidance, ask for help, ask for your higher self, or think about it on a human level, the little mind level, and then go, okay, I know I will receive the answer that I need. And you will. And if you do this regularly, you receive the answer very quickly. Like I receive answers really quickly because I stop thinking about it. I stop overthinking. If I keep thinking and I don't have the answer, then I know that it's an intuitive decision and I have to let it go. And in fact, you've got intuition, Laguz. Use your intuition. That's that Queen of Cups. That's the change for you. You want the bigger change, which is victory. So Willow, this is health, this is healing. Some of you, this could even be, something that you're doing health-wise. Like, I was told to do this or that, but, I thought, I cut out dairy, or I cut out this, cut out sugar, cut out whatever it is. Like I was taking a lot of magnesium, calcium magnesium, this little drink with it, and I realized I had too much of it. Victory, energy, yeah, so there's a rebalancing and a bouncing back of something. Refine and improve. Trust your intuition to know what you need to refine and improve and what you need to move on for. That creates wholeness. That creates what's beneficial. That creates some form of victory in your life. You're getting positioned for a victory, but you cannot figure it out. You can't strategize it. You can only trust and do the steps that are in front of you. All right, let's get a message through the Astro Dice. Woohoo! Okay, Moon. Intuition, psychic ability, feeling it out. Moon and Cappy. Moon and Capricorn. Ooh, in the 5th house. Okay, building your projects that you love. Getting those downloads, receiving that inspiration. Knight of Wands, and acting upon it to create, to achieve. So some of you, there's something, again, you want to achieve in the world. There's something, project that you want to put out there. It will be very successful, and it also will renew your spirit. It'll make you feel great, and it'll help you stand out. I don't know what that means. It's going to help you stand out. Some of you, by doing more in the world or focusing more on your art, your gifts, you're going to meet someone. And that someone, for some of you, could be an earth sign, could be a Capricorn, could be Sagittarius, could be Aquarius, could be Leo, could be Virgo, could be Libra, could be Taurus. Those are some people, those are some players in your life right now, some key players. Some key players. Scorpio also. I kind of feel there's a tension of the opposite. You're either attracting someone in, woo, or you're working something out with someone. Now, it could be someone that's helping you with your projects, or this could be dating for some of you. This reading has a lot of little layers to it. There's a lot in this because I feel those that are drawn to soul story number 4, there's layers. There's layers and levels to what you're attracting. Think of 5th house, 7th house. These are key areas in your life. Maybe you want more passion in your life, a new relationship that comes in very passionately. Those of you that are partnered, there's more passion that comes in your life. Some of you, it's because you do something creatively together. You might have to work on this passion. What brings the passion back for some of you? Oh, there's just so much. I'm getting public. There's just a lot here. But grace is guiding you. So if you keep overthinking, pop into the intuitive, pop into the psychic realm. Yeah, lovers is also intuitive decision. So this is about love, lovers, but also in the big picture, it's a life more that you love. Okay, your soul insights mantra is I am attracting what I love, and I am loving what I'm attracting. And for some of you, my higher self is guiding me to the best possible outcomes. Yeah. I want to say with this, put a swan, if you want to name and claim it, put a swan, a star, some stars, a bunch of stars. There's so much richness here. I'd love to hear in the comments how this resonates for you. I just feel like I could go on and on. I feel like there's just, in the immediate future, there's so much building for you to have this victory, to have this success in the area that you are focused on. All right, soul light, until next time, shine bright.